Sponsored by Eero. Get $100 off the Eero package and 1 year of Eero Plus. Link in the description. iPhone prices, hell, flagship phone prices in general have never been higher. At the same time, the carrier subsidies that used to cover up all the costs have gone away, and so the amped up prices are all amped up in our faces. Still, I know some people online, not just YouTubers and bloggers, who each year, every year, still always get the new iPhone. Now, I have to do that for my job, but I was curious why and how they did it, so I asked. The why was easy. They always wanted the latest and greatest. The how was a lot more interesting. They'd mastered the art of selling their previous phone right before the next one was announced and using the money they got to greatly reduce the cost of upgrading. And you can too. I'm Rene Ritchie, and this is Vector. One of the best things about owning iPhones is the resale value. I covered it last year in one of my reviews because frankly, it never gets enough attention. But basically, iPhones hold their value really well, historically better than pretty much any other phone on the market. So if you're into buying and selling, or you want to be, it can really make the difference between value and cost. The best time to sell a current iPhone is right before the next one gets announced. Right now, we're just a week away from that happening, so it's prime time. But if you're watching this at some point in the future, it's always about the second Tuesday in September, at least for the last half dozen or so years. Now, the earlier you can sell before the announcement, probably the better, as more and more people will be starting to sell more and more old iPhones as the event gets closer and as the new phones launch. Supply will go up, and that means demand and price will go down. Now, selling early means you'll be without your current iPhone for a couple or few weeks before the new one comes out. So people who employ this strategy will typically keep an old iPhone in the drawer to pop their SIM card into for those few weeks in between. It's more hassle, but does help maximize sale price, especially if you intend to play this game every year. And when you're ready to sell, there are a few things that you should do before you sell as well. First, unlock your current iPhone. That way you can sell it to anyone on any carrier, including travelers or resellers who go international. Second, back your iPhone up. That way all your data is safe and secure and you'll be able to easily restore it on your new iPhone when you get it, or your in-between iPhone while you're waiting. iCloud automatically makes a backup overnight as long as you're plugged in, but a manual backup will make sure you're absolutely up to date. You can also still use iTunes to make and restore encrypted backups right when you need them. I'll link to step-by-step instructions for both of them in the description. Third, you want to make absolutely sure you delete all your personal data from your current phone before you sell it. All your messages, all your photos, all your files, all your everything. Don't give the new owner any unintended surprises, not ever. So go to Settings, General, Reset, and tap Erase All Content and Settings. You'll need to enter your Apple ID password to disable activation lock, so make sure you have that handy as well. Fourth, you want to clean up your current phone and any and all accessories you're including as much as possible, like physically clean them. Whether it's in mint condition and you have the charger and cable and box and everything like new, or it's lived a hard life and the phone itself is all you have left, take a few minutes, carefully, considerately, to wipe it down with a damp cloth and make sure all dirt, oil, lint, and other stains, debris, and even fingerprints are good and gone. Pay extra attention to the buttons and to the ports. This is especially true if you intend to sell your iPhone yourself and need to take photos. You'll want it to look as good as it works. If you are taking photos, once your iPhone is beautiful and clean, handle it with care. Make sure you have good lighting, indirect sunlight is best, and a neutral background. Then capture all the angles. You don't want anything dramatic or cinematic. You want to show how your iPhone really looks. If there are any scratches or nicks, make sure your photograph shows those as well. An honest sale is a hassle-free sale. Then you have to decide where you want to sell it. And it's an important question for you to figure out up front. Typically, the less work you want to do yourself, the lower the final amount you'll get for it. So trading in or using a service will be quick and easy, but net you less cash. Selling directly and on your own will take more work, but net you more cash. What's more valuable to you, your time or your money? Know that and you'll know what to do. Apple has a trade-in program and it's gotten more and more aggressive over the last few years. You won't get as much as selling it yourself, and you have to be ready to buy your new iPhone when you come in, so you can't make use of it in advance. But it's super easy, yes, barely an inconvenience, and it lets you get everything done all at once. There are a bunch of reseller services like Gazelle and Swappa as well. Gazelle won't give you as much but will make things super easy. Swappa will get you more money, and while not as simple as Gazelle, is still easier than selling it yourself. eBay and Craigslist are for the real sell-it-yourselfers. There's greater risk of fraud, and it's a bigger time commitment on your part, especially if you sell locally like you should. But if getting the most money possible is your goal, then these are your markets. I'll link to a ton of tips, including safety and security and all the other precautions you should take in the description below. And if you're also in the market for the latest and greatest Wi-Fi, I can help you get Eero for less as well. It's not just because of the tri-band or the mesh either. With Eero Plus, you get total network protection and advanced security to help you stay safe from malicious sites, content and ad blocking so you don't get anything you don't want and never go slower than you should. There's also VPN protection from Encrypt.me, password management from 1Password, and antivirus software from Malwarebytes. Best of all, it's amazingly simple to set up. When my old airport conked out in the middle of the night and I was trying to upload my last iPhone review, I was able to get the whole system up and running from scratch in no time. And right now, you can get $100 off the Eero base unit and 2 beacons package and 1 year of Eero Plus by going to Eero.com/Vector and using promo code Vector at checkout. Thanks Eero, and thanks to all of you for supporting Vector. Whether you've been selling and buying new iPhones each year, every year, or you're considering doing it for the first time, I'd love to hear your thoughts and any pro tips you've come up with on your own. So hit like if you do, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and jumping, spinning, roundhouse kick that bell gizmo so you don't miss the next video. And then hit up the comments and let me know. Thank you for watching, and see you next video.